Hello, everybody. Thanks for spending time with me again today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Stephen Hicks. I am the Security Practice Manager over here at Endsight, and today the video is What is Mission Critical? Now, unfortunately, there's two reasons you're at this video. One is you saw a new video, you wanted to see what was going on, how we defined mission critical, and how we protect it, and that's awesome. Welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get a lot of information. The other is because somebody sent you here. When we tried to get something back up or there's a disaster and we didn't have enough information or your mission critical systems weren't protected, this might be a little bit of a challenging video for you here. Please understand this is not I told you so. I don't do I told you so. This is just education on why we do what we do and how we do it. First of all, what is mission critical? The security community defines mission critical as required to complete the mission of the organization. For nonprofits, this may be a service fulfilling equipment, very talented personnel, a grant system, or other computer or technological or warehousing systems to get your mission done. For profit organizations, it could be a line of business applications, warehouse equipment, or again, personnel, computers and servers are big ones. Personally, power, water, heating, insulation, that kind of stuff. All these things are important to get the core function of what you're trying to get done. Personally, live. In for-profit organizations, typically make money. That's why we're here. The common theme with mission critical applications, devices, services, equipment, personnel, plant, that they're all extremely costly for downtime. They cost money, obviously. They cost time to get back up, which is frequently more expensive than the money, and they cost client relationships. Being down for too long can really hurt your view in the eyes of your clients, and it can also hurt your reputation if you fail to deliver services too often. Everybody has some downtime. How you deal with it and how you manage it frequently is a good way to determine how strong your company is. The issue, of course, is when mission critical systems fail. For whatever reason, whether it's an attacker or some kind of a disaster, mission critical systems should always be redundant, protected, well documented, backed up, and regularly reviewed. All those things are required to keep something up and running that is absolutely critical to your organization. I'm going to stop for a second and have you think in your head, what in my organization or my personal life can I basically not live without? We've all got something. Endsight does. Here's the hard part of this video. If you're not doing those 5 things, redundant, protected, documented, backed up, and reviewed, it's not mission critical. I'm sorry. That's a hard truth, but it's the truth. It's even harder to swallow that pill in a crisis. In 2024, of course, Endsight had several clients come to us in crisis mode with a mission critical system that was down. Email, accounting, production, line of business, they all go down. Whether it's human attackers or natural disasters, these things happen. In several of these cases, either Endsight didn't know about the system, or it wasn't well documented, or it was an attack and the client had declined protection, or someone else had set it up, or there was no backup, or the backup wasn't well documented. Of course, Endsight didn't leave these clients in the cold, right? They're all back up now. Everybody's good. We're happy. We actually haven't lost any clients for this year. This is fantastic. We helped where we could, but the difference between the two types of disasters is twofold. Some of these disasters were quick to recover from, relatively inexpensive, and minimally damaging. We've had several clients where they get an email compromise. We shut it down because we had the protection. We had a documentation path to notify everyone. We told the clients don't open this email, or we told their clients not to open the email. Everybody's back up and running. Their clients appreciated the communication. They like the monitoring. They know nobody's perfect. Fantastic. Others took weeks of massive downtime, isolated systems, research onto what's going wrong, backups from an old backup that's many years old. And even one was denied insurance because they couldn't answer the basic questions their insurance had an application that said they could answer. In the second case, of course, the recovery is dramatically more expensive. both financially and in lost time. And it is more expensive than the prevention would have been. That's a big deal, right? Everybody makes recommendations, but usually in the event of a disaster, the prevention was a lot cheaper. As always, costs more to prevent it, or costs less to prevent a disaster than it does to avoid one entirely. And in all cases, mission critical systems were down. The difference was preparation and resources. That difference is multiplied massively in a crisis. When it's like kind of unfortunate during a normal day, in a crisis, you have a system that is down hard and it's going to take quite a bit of effort to get back up. The point of me telling you this is to note that Endsight's recommendations, whether they are technical or security, aren't for good times. We're not trying to make recommendations on a Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. when everything's fine. We're making recommendations to make the bad times short, to make the bad times infrequent, and to make the bad times go away as quickly as we possibly can. The whole point is when that day comes, and it comes for everybody, whether it's an attack or a disaster, everybody goes down at some point. We should be able to get back up quickly, which is, of course, the number one thing everybody tells us to do. Now, it is, of course, challenging for Endsight to have recommended solutions and strategies that would have protected a client and then be denied and receive a demand to restore service as soon as possible. We do, every time. That's how a business works, especially a customer service business like we're in. We do get everybody up as soon as possible. But the definition of as soon as possible is different depending on how prepared we are. And I'm sure you can see that right here. The point of this video is, again, not an I told you so. It's not a gotcha. It's to let our partners in the community at large know that we make recommendations for a reason, and they are guided by our architecture team, some of our best engineers, our best managers, our best techs, making sure we're making recommendations that are appropriate for our clients. Of course, we're in the business to make money. We're a for-profit organization, as all for-profit organizations are in the business to make money. But, and this is really important, we make far more money with happy clients, with a good, stable, long-term, healthier relationship, with fewer disasters and faster recovery. The amount of money Endsight makes recommending our products and our protection services and our redundancy and backup services is infinitesimally small compared to how much money and the financial motivation we have with just keeping our clients happy and doing a good job. We don't make these recommendations to suck money out of clients. We make them to protect them, to keep them safe, to make sure we are doing industry standard process and procedure to keep our clients as redundant, healthy as possible so you can get back to doing your job. Hopefully, if you've made it this far in this video, you're more educated rather than more regretful. Again, I'm not I told you soing here. If you're still pre-disaster, and I do mean pre-disaster, I don't mean no disaster. It's going to happen, right? We have a full team of account managers, a standards team, a whole documented set of best practices, and of course, our security team out there ready and willing to help keep the bad days away and to keep them as short as possible. Please reach out to us. There's a reason we make the recommendations we do, and we make them with budgets in mind. We make different recommendations for different types of clients, different industries, different revenue streams, all those things. Hopefully we can be useful to you. Thanks for sticking with me on this one, everyone. I know this was a hard one. Until next time, stay safe out there.